Tell the court, Mr. Jordan, what are the issues or
There had been issues regarding mom leaving with the child, not returning with the child.
There needed to be something that would guarantee that the child would not be in any risk of danger.
Was any investigation launched by any agency? When was the last time mom visited with the child? And you feel that this would be in your child's best interest? Why? Your Honor, I have a motion to modify a SAFSR that the court granted to my client on this case back in 2023, Your Honor. In late 2025, it became necessary to file a modification of that original SAFSR order. They were calling for supervised visits to be conducted through safe haven as opposed to the respondent's mother being the supervising party, Your Honor. We had requested of the court an appointment of an ad litem. The court appointed Ms. Capello as she was appointed and familiar with the case from 2022, Your Honor. And we were moving along nicely, at least in my opinion. But for whatever reason, there was, and this is unknown to me, there was a conflict between my client and Ms. Capello, and she has subsequently withdrawn from the case, Your Honor, leaving us without the assistance or the guidance of an ad litem. And so I have filed with the court or I'd like to re-urge a motion for the appointment of an ad litem in light of the fact that Ms. Capello has withdrawn, Your Honor.
We're set on a dismissal and a motion to modify. So the petition to modify was filed in September.
Yes, sir.
Literally the entire school year has elapsed at this juncture. Tell the court, Mr. Jordan, what are the issues or the terms that Mr. Juarez is seeking to modify?
The supervised visitation term, Your Honor, as I mentioned, the court had originally ordered that visits with mom be supervised by her mother. There had been issues regarding mom leaving with the child, not returning with the child, not telling my client where they were. And that was the major issue to begin with. Now the major issue, Your Honor, is there has been a difficulty in retrieving the child after past visits. But now mother is not visiting it at all, Your Honor. And so the landscape has changed in that regard. And I'd ask the court to take judicial notice of the fact that mother has been served in reality, sir, and is very much aware of these court proceedings and has failed to appear or file any sort of answer or make any appearance whatsoever, sir. And that's really, I think, the most salient feature.
Under the original orders, mother had supervised visits?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Juarez wants to remove the supervision?
No, Your Honor. Mr. Juarez asked that the supervised visits now be conducted through safe haven and be scheduled in advance so that mom can't just pop in after not visiting with the child for 6 months and say, I want my child, and then potentially leave and not return the child again, sir, is the recurring problem.
Ms. Capello?
Can you hear me, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Your Honor, I have filed a motion to withdraw, and it was not accurately represented that I had a conflict with Mr. Jordan's client. My representation in the first go around, Judge, when the decision was made to place the child with either parent, was pleasant, Judge, and I thought everything had been handled in accordance with my recommendation, Judge. But it seems that this time around, when you appointed me to serve again, Judge, I attempted, and I want the court to be aware that I had immediately attempted to contact both parties as you directed in the order, Judge, and Mr. Russell, because Ms. Garcia doesn't have an attorney, and I was confronted with that they had not received the order, that they had no knowledge they had to make some deposits. And so I was patient, and I continued to try to contact them. But the issue became when I contacted Ms. Garcia, Judge, she never responded, and then she left a message with my assistants in San Antonio saying that why should she have to pay anything for my representation when Mr. Juarez, when I was already on the side of
Let me ask you
Mr.
this
Juarez.
question, Ms. Capello. Let me ask you because let's assume for a second, and I'll assume that there's objections by both parties or all parties. Let's assume for a second that what you're saying is absolutely correct, that Ms. Garcia has been communication with her per your motion has been unreasonably difficult. Let's assume that both parties haven't paid your fees. Do you have, so set that aside for a second, do you have an opinion as to whether a professional opinion as to whether Ms. Garcia her visit should be supervised at Safe Haven?
I do, Your Honor.
You do?
And yes, I believe that part of the reason that I made if I may elaborate, Judge.
Sure.
Part of the reason that I made a recommendation to the court about the supervised visits was because of my interview of her mother, who urged me to be cautious of the fact, and her living situation was, in her opinion, at risk to her granddaughter. And so I made the recommendation of supervised visits because I did believe the child loved her mother and needed to see her mother, but based on the risks, that there needed to be something that would guarantee that the child would not be in any risk of danger,
So your
Judge.
opinion is
And
that there should be supervised visit at Safe Haven.
yes, the Safe Haven, I believe it would, because I'm so familiar with the Safe Haven, I believe that the way they're structured would ensure that the visits continue, which I believe are in the best interest of the child, to be able to still continue her relationship with both parties, with both parents, Judge. But it would be structured, it would be safe, and it would guarantee that the child's safety and would not be impaired, Judge, or at risk.
All right, Ms. Capello, obviously you reached that conclusion after work, preparation, communication, conversations, and obviously, if what you're saying is true, and I have no reason to disbelieve it, then those conversations were difficult. How much do you believe are your reasonable and necessary attorney's fees for having done these services?
I am not asking the court for attorney's fees, Judge.
I have to do this. Here we go. Ms. Capello, would you raise your right hand? It takes notice that Ms. Capello's device has frozen. I was going to put her under oath and just ask if everything she said was true.
Did it freeze, Judge?
Yes, Ms. Capello, if you are...
Froze.
Would you raise
It
your right
froze
hand,
for a
please?
minute. I didn't hear you.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you will give in this cause will be the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
You may lower your hand. Ms. Capello, is everything you've told the court true and correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any cross, Mr. Jordan?
No, Your Honor. I don't have any cross. I think she's been able to testify to all the facts that are relevant, sir.
Mr. Juarez, I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you will give in this cause will be the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
You may lower your hand, Mr. Jordan. Specifically as to the issues of supervision versus supervision at Safe Haven, go ahead.
Could you please state your full name for the record, Mr. Juarez?
Gabriel Steve Juarez.
And how many children do you have, Mr. Juarez?
1.
And you asked me to file this motion to modify on your behalf, correct?
Correct.
And what are the facts and circumstances that necessitated the filing of this motion to modify?
I'm sorry. Well,
What facts necessitated the filing of this modification of the existing order?
the fact that well, I was getting retrieval of my daughter was being an issue. Ms. Garcia was constantly, disobeying what was on the court order. Like I said, getting her back was an issue. Mainly, what prompted it was this past summer.
I see. And what happened this past summer, briefly, sir?
She, Ms. Garcia had made a false report about me being abusive to my daughter
Was any investigation launched by any agency?
by the CPS and the Laredo Police Department because
And what were the results of those investigations?
they were closed. I believe I got the letter out to your assistant. That it was closed. Yeah.
I see. The department issued letters saying there was no reason to believe.
Exactly. Yes, it says rolled out for like each of the allegations. It's ruled out. The CPS investigator. Yeah.
I see. And did you have any difficulty in recovering possession of your child after
that? Yes. Even after that. Yeah. I mean, pretty much there was no convincing Ms. Garcia otherwise, regardless who said what.
Now, when was the last time that mother visited with a child under the supervision standards that were established in the first order, whereby maternal grandmother was the supervisor?
As far as I know, just this past summer. But again, it was proven that she wasn't. That Ms. Garcia wasn't with no.
Okay. To be absolutely clear, mom has not visited in 6 to 8 months, 8 to 10 months. When was the last time mom visited with the child?
Yeah, about last summer, this past summer, and no effort has been made at all. No call, nothing from her part.
I see. And what you're asking the court for is to modify the supervision provision to require that visitations be scheduled with safe haven as opposed to having maternal grandmother as supervisor, correct?
Correct.
And you feel that this would be in your child's best interest. Why?
Because I mean, it's just too easy for Ms. Garcia to disobey. Honestly, like I said, I mean, this past summer, as far as further dates back, I mean, she's the supervised part. The maternal grandmother's not visiting. Again, my main concern is that I'm gonna have a hard time getting my daughter back, as per the order. So I mean, I feel that through safe haven, I mean, both myself and the other party are already going to be there. So I mean, it's just much easier.
Mr. Jordan?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I didn't hear you.
Any other questions?
No, sir. I believe that covers it. If the court has questions,
Mr. Schomburger, do you have any questions for Mr. Juarez?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Juarez, in your case, cause number 2016 CVW 604C3, the court finds that it has continuing exclusive jurisdiction over this matter. Regarding the first issue, the court finds that Ms. Capello has in fact undergone some unreasonably difficult conversations. I find that she has performed necessary services in this case. I find that she has given the court a recommendation and has done so without payment. I also find that she is not seeking any payment. I think she has been gracious with her time and with her services. I don't expect anyone, not Ms. Capello or any other person that's ever appointed by this court, to work for free, and she's agreed to do that. So I hereby take all of this into consideration and I grant the withdrawal. Ms. Capello, the court thanks you for your time, services, dedication, and efforts on this matter.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, have a great day.
Thank you.
I'll be in
You
touch
too.
with you, Ms. Capello. I'll be in touch with you. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Regarding, so I've signed an order granting her withdrawal, but the court has now heard her recommendation and has heard sufficient testimony for the court to grant the request. Visits will be supervised at Safe Haven. These are the orders of the court, and the orders will be due on or before
June 29th at 12 noon by submission.
Anything else on this case, Mr. Jordan?
Nothing further, sir. I'll try to have that order in by the afternoon, sir. I certainly appreciate the court's time and help.
Yes, sir. Mr. Juarez, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Any last things to put on the record, Mr. Schoenberg?
Since it's just really a visitation modification, Mr. Jordan, you don't need to submit it to our office. We don't have any opinion on that. That may make it easier to expedite the signing of the order.
Thank you, Mr. Schamberger.
Good luck to everyone.
I believe that's all I have, Your Honor. Maybe excuse, sir.
Yes, sir. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Likewise, sir.